Hey, ooh, hey there, you fantastic, amazing, incredible coach that you are. Yes, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so glad to be talking with you because look, if you don't know by now, I'm Ben Dooley, MCC coach. I train, I grow coaches just like you to get to that deeper, bigger, more powerful place. I am here to help you. And if it's through more, great, come on in. I'm happy to give classes, one-on-one, blogs, blah, 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 all that stuff. I got it all for you. But if it's just this video, take it. And I'm here to help you in little ways with these videos. And today I actually want to share with you the problem with getting hooked on the problem. Now, this, first off, right off the bat, I know, you're going to say, but we don't coach the problem. We coach the person. Yes, you do. Absolutely true. In theory. But I'm here to also tell you, it doesn't always work that way. Now, in our training, in our coach training, a really powerful coach training, they're telling us that all the time. They don't necessarily teach us how to do that, but they do tell us, you gotta coach the person, not the problem. Coach the person, not the problem. Not the problem, just the person. Some may teach you some tricks, tips, and techniques on how to do that, but not really a lot that focuses on. Now, yes, I do. I teach you how to do that. It's actually not that difficult, but that's a different conversation. And that's part of the class that I teach. And that's the course in the Masterful You Advanced Coach Training Program. That's nothing like anything else that's out there. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here to tell you and share with you why this is such a problem. The problem with coaching the problem. Now, they may not have explained this to you. They just said, it's bad, don't do it. Why is it bad? Well, first off, because your client doesn't need help being in the problem. And so when their client brings you the problem, then let's step out of what you're supposed to do as a coach. But when we go into and start trying to solve the problem, your client has already done that. Your client has already explored all the options that they can think of. Your client has already pulled apart and dissected and explored and looked at this from every different angle that they can possibly think of. Doesn't mean every single answer and everything they've thought of, they've covered, but everything they can think of. And they're stuck in the problem. And as a result, their realm of possibility has closed tremendously. Now they're only looking here, and they're looking in this little container, in this little box for all the possible solutions, and it's not here. And then they say, Coach, I got this problem, and I'm looking in here. Can you help me? And then you come in. Oh, well, yes. Let's take a look, client. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Nope. I'm looking around. Did you look here? Yeah, I did. Did you look there? Yeah, I did. Did you look there? Oh, yeah. And we're in the limited container with them. That's what happens when we go into the problem and we try to fix and solve the problem. We go into their limited container. Well, they don't need us to be there. They're fine there on their own. They're absolutely fine. And quite frankly, it's a tremendous, massive waste of your time, their money, all that. So they don't need your help digging into the problem. See, because they don't need help looking in this. They need help looking out here and up here and up there and here and anywhere else they can't see because they're here. So they need help looking out of the problem. Now the problem is that we can't just not look at the problem. We can't do an unaction. Our brains don't work that way, and life doesn't work that way. Don't look at the problem. Don't focus on the problem. Don't think about the problem. Don't engage with the problem. We have a little bit of a problem, don't we? Yes, we do. What do? Help. And so that's why then we're directed to coach the person. Because the person is not the problem. The problem is circumstances, situations. Person is person. And so we go into that. We go into their thoughts. We go into their emotions. We go into the beliefs that they hold to be true. We go into them, the person. How do you feel about this? What are you thinking? What are you noticing? What's going on for you? You. All right, I told you I wasn't going to teach you how to do it, but that's this first one. Simple. Make it about you as opposed to problem, language, all language. But here's the other thing. We're bringing in a different mode, a different way of being, a different energy, a different attitude, a different approach. We're bringing all of this in along with your brilliant tools and techniques and strategies and exercises and all those brilliant, powerful questions and all that stuff that you got in your training and in your experience. But you're bringing in a different mode, a different energy. And so when two different come in, they start activating and engaging with each other in different ways. Now, if you go into the problem, you're joining your client where they are, which is typically stuck, heavy, weighed down, burdened, tired, exhausted. I've gone through this a million times. There's typically, I've got an unsolvable problem with dire consequences, an impending doom if I don't fix this problem. And now everything is heavy and hard, and there's a lot of pressure. And now flight, fight, and freeze start to get activated. And now I can't think and I need help. And then as coaches, we come along and we fall into their trap, and we absorb their energy. We take on their weight. We take on their burden. Don't take my word for it. Look at every single time you have fallen into the trap of trying to fix and solve your problem. It gets heavy, doesn't it? It gets hard. It gets tough. It gets challenging. It's how do we fix this? How do we solve this? Client, I'm giving you all the answers and it's not working. Oh, crap. We take on their burden, the weight, and we join them in their trap. That's it. And now coaching can't happen. Coaching can't happen. But if we're stepping out of the problem and we're not in their box and in their trap, we're not taking on their energy. We're not taking on their burden. We're not taking on their weight and their heaviness and their stuckness. We're their partners, but we're not taking it on and absorbing it and being a part of it. And as I said, we're coming from our place. Now, it's also, we're not in the problem, right? I'm not part of the problem. This is your problem over there. I'm over here. Got no problem. Well, that's not going to do the client any good, is it? No. Because now I'm in my place. I've got my own unremoved, unburdened, light, playful, creative, energetic, explorative. I'm not stuck in the problem. I'm everywhere else. And that's not going to work either. And so what we do is we go, again, we're not in the problem, but not in the problem. The easy place is not out of the problem, outside, removed, away, my own place. This is again why going into the person, not the problem, into the person, into you, and bringing in. Remember, client is like this, I'm like this, or you're like this, and now together, you're not making the client this, and you're not becoming this. You're actually bringing in, and they're bringing in, and together these two worlds combine to create something new together. Because we're not getting rid of problem, and we're not avoiding it and pretending it doesn't exist. We're just not falling into the trap of it. So yes, go to the person. But don't give up and pretend the problem doesn't exist. The problem with getting hooked on the problem is that it takes us out of our power and our possibility and our strength and our gift, and it actually stops coaching, period. But the problem that often happens with getting out of the problem and going to the person is we forget about the problem, or we dismiss it, or we pretend that it's not there. Is this making sense? I hope it is, because it's actually really critical stuff. See, this is expert and brilliant, and listen to me and do what I say, and I'm going to fix it all. But it's not necessarily growing the person. And this is, all right, we're going to work on the problem. We're going to try to fix it together. And it's not going to work. But when we bring in our magnificence and we meet the client where they are, synergy happens. And that is where beautiful stuff occurs. All right. Play with this. Practice this. There's so much more. Come to the website, bedo.org. There's more videos like this coming out again and again and again. Keep coming back. I'm here to help. Contact me. Sign up on the information that's going to show up here. I'm here to help you. And by the way, that's also not to fix your problems in coaching, your coaching problems. It's actually to grow and address and be with and celebrate and bring out that magnificent person that you are. And until next time, I wish you wonderful, happy coaching. All right, bye-bye.